Hey, did you happen to get a notification? I just started it and notifications weren't going out, so I restarted it. You're back with no notification. Shocker. I give up. Maybe it'll be late like last time. Remember earlier when it took about 5 minutes and then notifications went out? Maybe we'll get lucky. Doubtful, but hey. Well, maybe they'll go out in a few minutes. We'll see. You didn't get one earlier? Nice. I'm so dark. Why am I so dark? Oh, Jesus criminy. Now I'm like super bright there. I look okay on TikTok, but now I'm like washed out pale on YouTube. So Sissy is driving me crazy. She is driving me nuts. She has been in her little barky barks. You just got my notification for TikTok. That's great. I'm glad TikTok is working. Oh, you got the notification on YouTube? Nice. Perfect. All right. Well, let's hope that everybody gets a notification on each of them. I told everybody I'd be back about 10:30, and it's 10:30, so like, hey Irene. Um I was busy. Hello. I was doing some stuff earlier, and so I got on here a little bit later than I had planned. I was hoping for 10, but I said 10:30, so I feel like I still stayed with the truth. She does not need understanding. She needs a muzzle. She needs a muzzle, is what she needs. She's being extremely loud. Preferably YouTube because that's where I get paid. But I mean, either or. YouTube's always easier to read the comments personally, but and TikTok is probably looking a little fuzzy because I'm on my tablet, so I can access my phone. I was tired of trying to find everything on my tablet, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go live on the tablet and use my phone. Now I have everything. Ha 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 ha. Now I'm back to the days where I didn't tan. Look what this light is doing to me. I look like before I tan. I feel like I need to go tan tonight. Maybe. I don't know. I have to get up early tomorrow. Well, not early, but I don't know, man. I said I was going live and people aren't coming back. Yeah, well, go to YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube decided it wasn't going to send out notifications like this. It was just like, nope, we're not doing this. So, Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. Think smarter, not work harder. Absolutely. Work smart, not hard. I wish I could do that more often. Pepper, don't. I was gonna hit my vape and then I realized I'm on TikTok and I can't do that. God, I'm so washed out. You're over here now, nice. I'm not having a lot of luck. Earlier, everything was really dead, and then all of a sudden I started actually getting views. And right now I'm not getting any views. right now right now I'm just kind of sitting with not a lot of people. But YouTube's working. YouTube's working. I lost my internet earlier on YouTube. Hello. Earlier when I was on there, it just said I had an unstable connection and then it just pieced out. So I ended up losing YouTube. I told some people that I was going live, but apparently they're not coming here. I don't know. Last time I said the same thing. It took them a while to get here. Yes, I'm on there now. YouTube is working. It's going. It's working the same exact as TikTok apparently. So, hold on. Oh, he's gonna bring his little dude. Let's see. Oh, you got the chest and the head done. Looks good.
I had to put these all on separately.
Oh my
The
lord.
chin is a whole separate piece up in
Oh
there.
my lord.
The eyes are a whole set.
I don't feel
The
like he's gonna
helmet
be
is
very
split
big.
in two. He's going to be about a foot.
Oh wow.
'Cause
Show TikTok your little model. He's got the chest and the head done. Show them. He's got the head and the chest done. It still needs legs and arms and torso and weapon and
Yeah, there's a lot more to him.
there's a lot more.
A lot.
He gave up.
More.
He's like, I'm gonna get this done tonight. I'm like, no, you ain't. He got the chest done. He's like, I'm done.
There was nothing at all. These are all little separate, little teeny tiny pieces, like you would in a puzzle, or like a level 3 model car. You know, these are tiny bits that come off. There is in here. There's a green clear orb that has a little teeny tiny little dude in it, with a chair, with a console. In here, you're never gonna see him, but he's there.
All right, baby. I'll feed the fish. You turn off all the lights out there. I'll make sure you're up for 10:30. All right. Hey. Kiss. Have a good night. Hey.
I'm not going to bed because I gotta clean all this shit up.
Oh, okay. All right. So, anyways, I'm on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube if you haven't got a notification, because who knows what happened with TikTok. I could end up being banned. I got banned the other day. I did, and I ended up getting my appeal back in like almost no time. I was actually shocked, to be honest. I felt like I almost kind of earned that ban. And somehow it gave me it back. I was shocked. But anyways, if you were here earlier from my live earlier, hello. We were talking about, and I loved the fact, is that something Star Wars? No, it's Gundam Wing. I loved the fact that as I'm discussing and showing these video clips, somebody, probably her, had the audacity to come in and be like, "What are you talking about her?" Because somebody had a live about me calling me a fucking horrible piece of shit because of the stuff that they put out there. So I wanted to make sure that people heard the whole thing, which I started to play it at the live that I was on before, and you mutilated my name on there. I started to play it on there, and it was just, I couldn't find everything. It was horrible, but I got the pieces. And I have her piece to show the exact point of what I was talking about, where she cut it and made me sound horrible. I have the version that she put out, and then I have the version that is in actuality. And I went back and listened to them, and no wonder I sound like shit. That's what happens when you spin a narrative, because it's not the whole thing by any stretch of the imagination. It's not even close to the whole thing. So anyway, so to set the stage, what she clipped, what she did was, why, thank you. I've known you for 3+ years, and you are the realest friend I've ever had, and friend I'd ever go to. So fuck them. Thank you. I appreciate you. So to set the stage, she paid Internet Sweetheart, you know, the guy with the tattoos on his face that roast people. She paid him to roast me. So did Rez. Rez paid him to roast me, and so did Amy. And me and Ethan are cool now, so he really doesn't like Amy. He really he doesn't like either one of them now. You know, they came to him with this narrative, and you know, he was making his money, and I never really blamed him for doing his job. He doesn't know me ass from hand. So Rez paid him to roast me and Fancy. That's what started it all. And then, oh, different, Irene, different. And then Amy paid him to roast me as well. And I didn't bother to grab Reza's roast. I'm sure it's in my phone somewhere, but that's not where I'm at right now. She paid to have me and Fancy roasted, and her roast was it was fairly lame, so I really didn't care. But Amy decided to put out part of that live, and of course it made me sound like shit. So I have her version that she paid for, and then I have the actual version. And then if you guys want to judge, then judge for the whole thing and not just for what you've heard. Apparently now Rez and Amy have all joined forces with Toddy and Becca and Morbid. So like it's kind of like fighting an uphill battle, because I know Morbid has a lot of he has a lot of followers and backers and stuff, and Toddy and Becca are riding his coattails, and they got their own followings. And then Rez and Amy come along, and they're feeding stuff to Toddy, who then is passing it along and making videos, making lives, questioning my mental illness, questioning my work history, and saying that my mental illnesses are that doesn't give me the right to be a fucking piece of shit, or fucking fucking awful human being. I think that's what it was. Fucking awful human being. So I'll play you all the different stuff. Hold on. Thank you, Marie. Hey, writer, how are you? All right, so hold on, let me pull it back up. So this is what Amy paid for. So this is why I'm a piece of shit human being, because if you just hear this, I sound like a horrible human being. I'm not stupid. I know how it sounds, but this is what she paid for. And this is why Toddy's fucking stupid and doesn't actually do any type of research at all. She's been given a 52-minute video from somebody that she's ignoring to show the fact that Rez and Amy are liars. But Toddy's so hung up in her hatred for Fancy that I'm getting tied into it. So this is what Amy paid for.
Boy, I knew that you were questionable when I found out that you were friends with Fancy Maselli. But this flash drive that I was sent?
Flash drive.
I was commissioned to make this video about
flash
you,
drive.
and I'm just basically going to summarize what was contained on that flash drive. All right, everybody, gather around. It's time to roast Ryan Lee, the queen of
This is Internet Sweetheart's video. Amy simply deleted it.
Okay, let's start with
this is his video.
Ryan took a Facebook post that my girl had posted where she thanked her in-laws for holding it down while she was going through a rough patch in her recovery. And she spun it into "You abandoned your."
It is 10:45. There is literally a clock next to you out there. Why? The clock on the stove works, bro. Are you done? All right, continue on. This is from Internet Sweetheart before anybody tries to do whatever. Me and Ethan are cool. I'm sure he does not care that I'm showing this because he doesn't like Amy.
Ryan, are you okay? Is the Wi-Fi in your head buffering? Did the septum piercing cause some brain fog? Let's talk about the Narcan video drama. So my friend posted a life-saving video about preventing overdoses, and Ryan and her Gremlin squad reported it for excessive drug use. Really? Now you and your crew are campaigning against saving lives? It's like she's waging a war against common sense. But it gets darker. Ryan really looked at someone struggling with liver disease and said, "That's karma for posting about me on Reddit." Good job, Amy Foot! By the way, if you guys don't remember Amy's the one who said that she comes in and has my lives to pass her time while she slowly dies of cancer. Maybe don't be a shitty person. I don't know what to tell you. Excuse me, ma'am? Not a very nice thing to say for somebody who constantly plays innocent and insists that she's a good person. Ryan Lee, consider this your eviction notice from Relevance. Now go sit in the corner and think about why your videos don't get any views. Must be karma.
So obviously, if you hear that, I sound pretty shitty. If you just hear that random thing, I don't sound good. I don't sound good. Now, if you heard in the beginning of that, he was sent a flash drive. What does that tell you? That somebody is being sent a flash drive of how much crap that they have recorded of mine, screenshotted of mine, whatever. They had a flash drive, okay? Now, this is, again, the second roast that they paid for because they couldn't do it on their own because, no originality. So, obviously, I will replay you back where'd it go? The really shitty portion. I really want you to hear the really shitty portion. So, I want you to hear it. I'll play it again. I know what I said, and I'll play you the whole thing. So, here you go.
Good job, Amy Foote. By the way, if you guys don't remember Amy's the one who said that she comes in and has my lives to pass her time while she slowly dies of cancer. Maybe don't be a shitty person. I don't know what to tell you.
Excuse me, ma'am? Not a very nice thing to say for somebody who constantly plays innocent.
So that sounds bad, right? Not gonna lie, if I heard that, I would feel some kind of way. I would feel some kind of way. Okay. So now let's play the whole thing. There's two whole things. So let's play both. Let's play the actual, what was actually done. Hold on, because I hear him moving around, and if he comes in here, I'm gonna pop him in the nose. Hold on a second. All right. So I think this is the first part. Whoa, where's my sound? Oh, don't do this to me. Where's my sound? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Hold on. Why isn't my sound working in either one of these now? I got all this ready. And it worked. I'll pull it up. I got the timestamps on it now. If it doesn't work, I got the timestamps. Hold on. That's a good thing.
And now
there we go.
We know that Amy Foote took account. Okay? That's what we fucking knew. And now we know that Amy Foote took accountability for it.
That was her TikTok name. Amy Foote 6.
Okay? Nina didn't do it. Let me set that straight. Nina did not call. Amy Foote did. Amy Foote threw Nina under the bus. Then Nina, rightly so, tried to save her ass and threw Brie and Christy under the bus. Good job, Amy Foote. By the way, if you guys don't remember Amy's the one who said that she comes in and has my lives to pass her time while she slowly dies of cancer. Just so you guys know who Amy is.
No.
Oh, there goes Ryan making fun of it. No, I'm just simply letting you guys know. Simply letting you guys know. That's the person. Person who came in here and said that they are in whatever liver failure and they watch my lives and they can't deal with the fact of what's going on. Maybe don't be a shitty person. I don't know what to tell you.
They cut that whole part in the middle out. As long
as you don't disagree.
I just realized that. They cut the whole part in the middle out.
That's what we fucking knew. And
I didn't even realize it till just
know
now.
That Amy Foote took accountability for it.
She cut that whole part in the middle out.
Okay? Nina didn't do it. Let me set that
You're not
straight.
muted.
Let me set this straight. Nina did not call. Amy Foote did. Amy Foote threw Nina under the bus.
Oh, no, we're going to do this, Anon. You can hang around if you want.
So tried to save her
Are you Amy, Rez, Axe? I don't care. You can sit there.
Good job, Amy Foote.
We're going to play this.
Don't remember Amy. Amy's the one who said that she comes in and has my lives to pass her time while she slowly dies of cancer. Just so you guys know who Amy is. Oh, there goes Ryan making.
All this is cut out.
Letting you guys know.
All this is cut out.
I'm just simply letting you guys know. That's the person. Person who came in here and said that
All
they
this
are
is
in
cut out.
liver failure and they watch my lives and they can't deal with the fact of what's going on. Maybe don't be a shitty person. I don't know what to tell you.
You heard that whole thing. You heard that whole thing. All of that cut out. And then this is what actually got played. That whole thing. This is what got played. Now it's doing that thing again where it doesn't want to play. Why is it not playing sound again? I played it for you guys a second ago. No, this isn't about an email. This isn't about the email. This is about, no, if you want to know what this is about, probably Amy. This isn't about an email. I don't give a fuck about email. I don't even know what email you're talking about. Hi. It's about this.
This video is for Toddy One's chin on your panel.
It ain't about email. It's about this.
Ryan, we would like to see your employment record for the past 10 years, please. I want to see her list of accomplishments. Yeah, let's see your list of accomplishments. Doesn't she, and nothing wrong with anyone who has borderline personality disorder. Yeah, she does. Yeah. She also claims to be autistic. You know, I don't.
And then, hold on, let's get to the actual part. Hold on.
For you to bring up any of my checking off the boxes of what I'm telling you. She has ADHD, borderline, and autism. You know, what's your excuse for being a fucking rotten human being? Yeah. She brings out
What's my excuse for being a fucking rotten human being? I'm trying to play that one for you. Give me a second. I'll explain why I'm a fucking rotten human being. As soon as I can get the freaking sound to work. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why my sound's not working. No, it's because of what she told them. It's because of what she and Rez told them. They go into a whole thing. My sound isn't working. Hey, over here. I can't get my sound to work. Hold on. I don't know what's going on.
And by the way, Rez.
Oi! Knock it off. I can't understand why my sound isn't working. I can see the video. I'm looking right at it. Hold on.
I'm wishing. Okay, so now you're wishing death on people as a form of karma. Oh, media. I'm wishing. Okay, so now you're wishing death on people as a form of karma. Oh, what? Because of what I said about Amy? I said no. I said you are sitting here saying that you are having something horrible happen to you while being absolutely horrible to other people. That could be looked at as a form of karma. No, I'm not wishing death on anybody. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You said that anywhere.
A troll fucking just said that I wish death.
You said that.
Said that I wished death on Amy because of what she said. No. I said, if you're sitting here saying that you are having these horrible things happening to you while doing these horrible things, people want to talk about my karma? That could be her karma. I don't fucking know.
I don't.
Because if she's done shitty things like this, maybe she could have done shitty things before. I don't fucking know. You ain't gonna twist my shit. You probably are gonna twist my shit, but that's besides the point. No. I'm not wishing death on anybody. I would never wish death on somebody. Shut the fuck up. My God.
It sounds an awful lot like you put words with other people's mouths.
Exactly. definitely did not. Oh my gosh, you're gonna show a clip? I said maybe that's karma. That was not. I never said the words. I hope she kicks the bucket because you said that I wished death on somebody. I didn't wish death on.
This was a
somebody.
troll coming in
Somebody
trying to
came
provoke
in
me.
here.
You said something about someone with liver cancer.
Yeah, I said she comes in here saying that she has this. She does shitty things that could be looked at as a form of karma, is what I fucking said. Who am I to say that? Anybody. Who was somebody who just, okay, who was the person to say that I was getting my karma? Who were they to say that? Oh, wait, pot meat kettle? People are allowed to tell me that I'm getting my karma, but I can't say that that possibly is their karma. It could be their karma. It could not be their karma. I don't fucking know. I don't know what type of person she is, but I can tell you that a person who runs their mouth at a start page, a person who calls a PO officer, a person who calls a PO officer and blames it on somebody else is not a good person, Amy. You're not a good person. And now you're having shitty things happen to you. Are they connected? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Could they be? Yeah. Could they not be? Yeah. I don't fucking know. I can tell you that as of the past 2 months.
This was a year ago.
See, Amy is not a good person. She is actively participating not only in my Reddit page, but apparently my Discord. I have a Discord, y'all now.
It was all about to hate me.
She is actively in my snark pages, actively in my Discord, actively called Gypsy Rose's parole officer, actively called the parole officer, pretending and pointing to Nina. That is not a good person. Make sure when you post the shit that I said, make sure to point out all the things where I said she's a bad person. The Blanchards are the common denominator. April Johns is in media.
Now, I want to play this again. I want to play something again. Now that I got my sound to work. I want you to hear this.
Bad boy.
So this is what she said, I said. Listen.
Amy Foote. By the way, if you guys don't remember Amy's the one who said that she comes in and has my lives to pass her time while she slowly dies of cancer. Maybe don't be a shitty person. I don't know what to tell you.
Excuse.
You can see the cut in the video, by the way. This is the whole thing that I said. Come on.
That's what we fucking knew. And now we know that Amy Foote took accountability for it. Okay? Nina didn't do it. Let me set that straight. Let me set this straight. Nina did not call. Amy Foote did. Amy Foote threw Nina under the bus. Then Nina, rightly so, tried to save her ass and threw Bree and Christy under the bus. Good job, Amy Foote. By the way, if you guys don't remember Amy's the one who said that she comes in and has my lives to pass her time while she slowly dies of cancer.
Cut.
Just so you guys know who Amy is. Oh, there goes Ryan making fun of it. No, I'm just simply letting you guys know.
Cut.
I'm just simply letting you guys know. That's the person.
All right,
The
cut.
person who came in here and said that they are in whatever liver failure.
Oh, wait, no.
And they watch my live.
She cut all this out.
And they can't deal with the fact of what's going on. Maybe don't be a shitty person. I don't know what to tell you.
Cut all that out. Cut all that out. All the explanation from this point to this point, cut the whole explanation out and just said, this person's dying of cancer. Maybe you shouldn't be a shitty person. Not, this person's dying of cancer. This is who it is, so I can explain it to you. Maybe don't be a shitty person. And then you wonder why I'm being played on different lives and being told that I'm a shitty person. Because when you play a manipulated clip that makes me sound awful, understandably, you're not making a very informed decision about what was actually being said. And as for me saying it was her karma, I said numerous times, I don't know if it's her karma. Could be, couldn't be, I don't know. And the reason why karma got brought up to begin with, that's the kicker. if you guys were listening. Karma wasn't even talked about. Somebody came in and said, "What's your karma?" And I said, "What's my karma?" And they said, "You were wishing death on people." I said, "I wasn't wishing death on anybody." And they said, "Who are you to say anything?" I said, "Who are these people to say anything?" I didn't say shit about karma until somebody brought up my karma, because there was a troll in there trying to provoke me into saying shit so they could do this. And you can go look at the live. That's the portion in the live where it said that. And in the meantime, Toddy's getting fed by Rez and Amy because they're both acting like I'm some big horrible person because I effectively got them off of TikTok, because Amy ran an entire page about me, stealing my content, putting up a bunch of stuff saying that I deserved the abuse from my kid, that I made my kid abuse me, that I lied to the court to get her put in jail when I didn't even speak in court. I didn't have to. The prosecutor did it. I didn't have to say anything other than the fact that I let her get a lesser sentence. She put out a video saying that I lied in court. And so, yeah, we got her accounts taken down for being an awful person and lying about people. So, yeah, I'm not whatever. And then as for Rez, I have a clip of her saying that, well, actually it's on her YouTube, because she put up a clip of mine saying about how I got her off of TikTok. Because for a year, if you listen to the clip, Amy was going after me. And sometime that clip was March 16th. I said she'd been going after me for about 2 months. So January of last year, she found me and started doing this stuff a year and 2 months ago. And I finally put my foot down a month and a half ago. I finally stood up and did something about her fucking accounts and worked to get them down after a year of this bullshit of her putting out that I lied to the court, about her putting out a bunch of crap about me that wasn't accurate, her reposting Rez's videos saying that my husband touched my kid or that we lost our foster license after she reposted those videos. And Rez sitting here playing victim, saying that I got her off the internet and she's being stifled and boo-hoo, wham, wham, bitch, baby. When I have numerous videos of her putting up lies about my husband and myself, but she's the victim. So both of those went running to Toddy, who doesn't do any type of research at all, just blindly listens to them, listens to edited clips, which I just showed you was an edited clip where they clipped out the entire portion between A and B to make me sound extra bad. In the meantime, people have sent Toddy numerous videos, numerous proofs to show what Rez and Amy do, but she's ignoring them. And meanwhile, going on lives saying that, wow, why do I get to be such a fucking awful human being? Well, I'm a fucking awful human being because I've been pushed to this point after a year. That's what happens. You're going to blame me for a reaction to your action. Maybe if you don't do an action, I wouldn't have to react to it. Just a thought. So yeah, this isn't about an email, Anon, if you're still in here. This isn't about an email. I think you're talking about the email that she read for an apology and goodbye from Amy to Midnight or something. I didn't watch that. I watched the little clip that Fancy put in there. I didn't watch that. I don't give a fuck about an email. I give a fuck about a live that I was sent, being told that I'm a fucking piece of shit person because of lies that have been told. So I wanted to show the clip in its entirety, not edited, not manipulated, to prove a point, which is why I'm here. And as for Amy's not on that panel, why would I say anything? Because again, this live happened 2 days ago. Whether or not she was on the panel or not, she was part of the reason why this is going around. And if you listen to Internet Sweetheart's video, he says he received a flash drive from Amy. A flash drive from Amy. Pink says, I sent her a 53-minute video on February 14th. So Pink Sands sent Toddy a 53-minute video a month ago that Toddy's ignoring and continuing to allow Rez and Amy to put out lies about me, Pink Sands, Bitch What 420, and Ryder. because Amy's mad. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back, y'all. Let's go back. So back in the day, back in the way day, Rez and Axe were together. Rez and Axe split. Axe made the Wambulance. Who's Axe, you ask? Axe is Ryan's axolotl. Ryan's axolotl. Sound familiar? That's because I had axolotls, and she wanted to say that I murdered them. So she made a name called Ryan's axolotl, and she drew my 3 axolotls that I had, and she's had them as her profile picture for over a year now. Okay. So Ryan's axolotl made, and she still has a Discord where my live, every time I go live, gets put into that Discord for some strange reason. I wonder why that is. Anyways, so Axolotl made a group called the Wambulance with Pink Sands, Bitch 420, and Ryder. The same people I just mentioned. And they spent the better part of 6+ months tormenting me. All of them. All of them. And one day, Bitch 420 and Pink Sands and Ryder decided, you know what, this isn't fun anymore. And they started talking to me, and they realized I wasn't a shit person. And Amy got mad. Amy got mad, and she was mad. She was giving ultimatums without giving ultimatums. She was making them feel like shit for talking to me. And so she started getting upset or whatever. And they finally realized what had happened when we realized that Amy was the one behind the account that was going after me. Amy felt betrayed, whatever. She was mad that her friends liked me. She acted like a 5-year-old. It is what it is. They ended up splitting from Amy for a myriad of reasons. Amy ended up lashing out at them. She ended up, Rez ended up with Pink Sands' legal name that she then put on a gravestone, on a graphic. And then Amy, for whatever reason, went to Rez. I don't think she ever left her, to be honest. I think they were friends longer than that, but that's just my own personal opinion. Then Rez and Amy got together, and they decided to go find Toddy. And Toddy is, like I said, she's ignoring the facts because she chooses to, because she doesn't like Fancy. I'm a byproduct of Fancy because I know Fancy. So she's going to go after me. She's going to believe everything that Rez and Amy say. And if she's believing it about me, she has to believe it about the Wambulance. And the Wambulance sent them video that she is ignoring. And then they want to put out a live asking me why I'm such a fucked up person. Well, that's why. Because I have been harassed since January of last year by Rez and Amy, who are now playing victim, acting like I'm some horrible person because I'm done putting up with their shit. Now, mind you, I was quiet about a lot of this for a while. I just let it drop. I was done. And then for some reason, out of nowhere, shit, I even messaged Amy, y'all. I even messaged Amy after we were all on a panel together about a couple weeks ago. And I heard that after Amy, somebody put a picture of Amy's old house. She had somebody in her family that did not respond well to it. And I felt really bad. And I reached out to her. I reached out to her and told her I felt really bad that happened to her family member, that wasn't right. And I felt very bad for her. Next thing I know, I'm getting a live about me, about what a fucked up person I am. And Amy and Rez are going on Toddy's panels talking all sorts of shit. So I'm trying to be a nice person. I'm trying to, even though I don't like her, even though she's put me through hell, what's right is right, what's wrong and wrong. And I felt bad for her family member. And I reached out to her to let her know that, to be there for them, that was a horrible thing. And I'm sorry that they went through that. The thank you I got was a video in my direction. And then she deleted her TikTok account. Now, that doesn't mean anything because she's over on YouTube now. Now, she may not have been on the video, whatever video Anon's talking about. I don't even know what video. But I can tell you that part of what Toddy is hearing is coming from Amy. Because that was part of what was going on in that video that I just played you. So, and then I have somebody that was in my messenger. I don't know what name they're hiding behind. I know who they run with. And they were like, what'd you do now, Ryan? I hear a bunch of stuff that you've been doing. And I said, well, I don't know what I've been doing. I don't know whatever anything is because I hear about stuff about me every damn day. And I don't know what you're talking about. but I'm sure somebody's got their ass in a fucking sling over something. And lo and fucking behold, I start getting sent messages of lives where I'm being discussed with Amy and Rez and Toddy and Becca. So if you want to know why I'm sitting here talking about somebody who isn't talking about me and they weren't on that panel, no, but they perpetuated the bullshit. And so I'm going to tell the whole story. If you guys want to judge me for the clips that I played, judge me for the clips that I played. That's fine. But judge me for the clips that I played. Don't judge me for the edited, manipulated clip that Amy paid Internet Sweetheart to roast me with. She manipulated and edited a clip, sent it to somebody, paid them money to then roast me in front of their 500,000 followers with a manipulated clip. I played you the whole clip, and you can hear where she cut out an entire portion. You can see in the video where it cuts. You can see I'm looking this direction and then I'm looking this direction. You can see in the video where it's cut, and she cut the whole part out where I was explaining this to this because that wouldn't fit her narrative. If you want to judge me for what I said, because I said something that was fairly harsh, then judge me for that. That's fine. That's your prerogative. You can judge me for that, but judge me for the whole goddamn clip, not for the manipulated one. And now they're all running together. They're all running together now. Amy and Rez and Axe and Morbid and Toddy and Becca, they're all running together. And in the meantime, if you listen to the very beginning portion of you can go watch the clip in its entirety on Ryan Lee TM on TikTok, where Toddy and Becca and Rez and somebody else were on a panel questioning my mental illness, asking for my resume for the past 10 years and asking why I'm a horrible fucking human being. Hey, Megan. Well, that's why I'm a horrible fucking human being, because I've been being put up with shit for over a year. Hitting me with reactions. I hate TikTok and the fact I can't smoke on here. Anyway. So I went to play all this stuff earlier, and my tablet was jacking up, which is why I am now on my tablet for the live, which is why I look probably a little grainy. And I decided to use my phone that I could access everything on to play you guys. Because like I said, if you want to judge me, but judge me with full accuracy. Just judge me with full accuracy. I don't care if you judge me. That's fine. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate you. I know you've been around a while. Hey, Amber. So that's that. So whatever you happen to hear coming from Toddy or coming from Becca or coming from Rez or Amy or anybody else over there, just know that what you are hearing is not everything. It's not everything. Judge me for everything, not part of it. So that's what I got to say on that. And I put those videos up, by the way. I put those videos up before of mine in a fuck you post to Amy, and they keep getting taken down. I wonder why. I put up those videos 2 different times, and because I am saying what I'm saying or saying what I'm saying during the video, she flags them and gets them taken down. So I wanted to play them on here so you guys could hear them. You can hear the whole damn thing if you're really interested. It's on March 16th in my lives, and it starts at about a minute 6, and it runs to about a minute 35. And all of it started, the whole conversation started because at the time, if you guys remember, Gypsy Rose had to get off of social media. Somebody had gotten a hold of her parole officer, and Gypsy Rose had to close down her social media account. Remember when Gypsy Rose disappeared off social media and it was blamed on this, that, and whatever, and creators and bloody. You remember that? All right. Well, all of that happened because she blamed Nina. She said that Nina did it. And I saw the text message. Christy sent it to me. And the one Bree put up was accurate. At the time, Gypsy thought that Nina had gotten a hold of her parole officer. But on Reddit, Amy said that she did it. She said that it was her that did it. And so that was what that whole thing was starting at when I was ranting about Amy to begin with. And then I said, Amy went in to say the thing that I'm being, people are mad at me for. Then she cut out a portion, put out the rest. And then later on, somebody came into my live and tried to goat me into exactly what happened, asking me about my karma. And then they said, well, didn't you say it was Amy's karma? And then we had a whole conversation about that, which I think in the first section, I did say the word karma, to be fair. But I said specifically numerous times, I don't know if it's her karma. She keeps saying that I said it is her karma. I said it could be her karma. It could be, it could not be. And I said that numerous times. But what gets lost in the shuffle is she keeps saying that I said it was her karma. And it wasn't it could be. It could or couldn't be. I didn't know. So if you're wanting to hear it all, make sure you're hearing all of it before you judge. Judge me. I don't care. Somebody came in and said, well, you just want people who are going to agree with you. I don't care. Judge me. Ain't going to hurt me none. I don't know you. I don't give a shit what you think about me. But judge me after you know everything. Hello. Judge me after you know everything. Informed consent. Make sure that you know everything and then make a educated judgment off of that. That's all I'm saying. So whenever you hear Toddy running her fucking mouth because she doesn't want to do any research at all, even though people have handed it to her for a month, just remember, more than likely it's manipulated. So I have no idea why I was brought into this again. All I know is Toddy was going after Fancy. And the next thing I know, I put out an email. I put out the email with Dawn and Nick that I've known about for a year, but Fancy wouldn't give it to me. I finally got it out of Fancy. I posted it. And Toddy's saying about how she's going to go after me in the investigation, that you're going to be brought into this and you're going to see things too. See what? Those emails are from 6 years ago. Nobody gives a shit about them. There's not going to be an investigation over emails from 6 years ago. I wasn't there 6 years ago. And I put out a email that everybody had already, a lot of people had already seen. This is not news. She's just mad she didn't have it. She's like, well, how do you know, where did you get it? What, because you didn't have it? I'm so sorry that you don't have things. Get over it. She's like the kid who's mad because that you have the toy she wants. I don't know what to tell you. It's been there. I've told you guys for a year that there is emails you would not believe. I've told you guys that for a year. And we've seen them all. We've seen them all. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Not all of them. Not everybody and not all of them. I finally got her to give it to me. I put it out because y'all deserve to know. Then for some reason, Toddy came coming after me because she was mad about the emails. Get over it. I don't know what to tell you, you old she-bat. Be mad. Sucks to suck. I don't know what to tell you. But then to sit here and say, apparently somebody you're going to be named in a lawsuit. For what? You went out alive calling me a fucking awful human being, questioning my mental health, questioning my mental illness, asking me for my work history, and you're going to name me in a lawsuit over an email that you have nothing to do with from 6 years ago? Grow up. I'm still waiting to see the big investigation that's been promised for 2 months over emails from 6 years ago. I'm still waiting for that big investigation because I've yet to fucking see it. Yet to see it. She can get on here and run Fancy into the ground every day, all day. She can get on here, try to run me into the ground sporadically. But God forbid somebody say something to her. God forbid. She can give it, but she can't fucking take it. Oh yeah, skank, pond scum. Yeah, that's what she was calling the ambulance. Most of that email that Anon was going on about, the goodbye and apology to Rez from Amy, that was mainly the ambulance they were talking about. Because again, they were mad that the ambulance talked to me. Red looks amazing on me, thanks. She's mad because they were talking to me. But yeah, she called people skanks and pond scum and everything else. She's allowed to call people names and say horrible things about people, but God forbid somebody might call her gross or whatever, and she loses her mind. You know what? Don't be an awful person to people. I didn't know Toddy from my ass from my hand. And next thing I know, I'm hearing that I'm on this panel, I'm on this live, I'm on this, I'm on that. She's blowing up my fucking YouTube comments. I don't know you from anybody. I don't know you from nothing. You ain't interesting to me. You ain't interesting to me. But you sure injected yourself into a fucking situation that has nothing to do with you. If you're going to take Rez and Amy's side, then I suggest you watch that 52-minute video. I suggest you watch this live. I suggest you go back and look at my videos from September showing that Rez put out horrible defamatory content towards my husband, that she stalked my mother-in-law's Facebook. She stalked my husband's Facebook, that Amy was following my kid on social media, 2 different platforms, 2 different accounts. But I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. They've been going after me for over a year, both of them. Making umpteen Reddit fucking things at me, making umpteen accounts. No matter how many times I'd block Amy, she'd come back. Block her, come back. Block her, come back. She doesn't understand the word no. And then to listen about the fact that I'm a horrible human being because I was done after a year and 2 months. Nah. And then to have somebody come in and, well, why are you talking about this? She hasn't talked about you. No, she gave Ethan a flash drive to roast me. She paid Ethan and had a flash drive of stuff about me. Had an entire troll account about me. Had an entire YouTube with my content about me. Paired up with somebody who put out defamatory shit about my husband that is not true, never has been true, never would be true. Stalked my mother-in-law's Facebook, and now she's the victim. Y'all want to play the game. Y'all want to start shit, and when somebody fights back, you're the victim. Okay. I kind of like how she said my name. Bitch, what? Bitch, what? 420. Yeah, I caught that. I caught that. I don't know, Brenda. Why don't you go fuck yourself? I'm sure your husband isn't doing it. If you have a husband, probably wouldn't touch you anyways. It's okay. So, hold on. I hate having to keep leaning off screen. Yeah, they dish it out, but they can't take it. And then I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy because you're going to base your shit off of manipulated media. Okay. I figured I gave her too much credit. I figured she was smarter than that. I figured Toddy was smarter than that. I don't know why, but I figured she was smarter than that. She apparently ain't, but that's fine. When somebody gives you a 52-minute video, when there is numerous videos showing the truth, when I sat here and had a live proving that what Amy said is a crock of shit, bullshit lie, and you are still backing these people, you're fucking stupid. There's no excuse at that point. You are being willfully ignorant and you are being literally stupid. Here's the deal. And I said this in the beginning. When Rez first paid for my first roast with Internet Sweetheart, I said, the man's just doing his job. He's getting paid to do a job. They give him information. He makes a video. I was never pissed at him. He was just getting his bag. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. He's going to go doing deep dives on me. And I've never really held it against him. Me and Ethan are straight. You know, he can't stand Amy. He actually ended up putting out a roast video to Amy. He actually ended up roasting Amy on his own page of his own accord. Because she is just a horrible human being, and he realized how bad Rez and Amy played him. They played him. They gave him a bunch of lies. They gave him a bunch of bullshit. You know, they after Rez paid for me and Fancy's roast, they put out there that I paid for Fancy's roast because Rez manipulated a screenshot. And only through going through Ethan's chat and stuff did we find out that Rez supplied that screenshot. That's what I'm saying. If I at this point, if there's screenshots of shit out there, I don't even know if they're accurate. Because they're at this point they are screwing with screenshots and making shit up that hasn't even happened. All of those messages are still there. I recently just saw them. What messages? I'm a little confused. I'm cold. I'm very cold. I feel like I want to take a bath. I feel like I want to go tan. But I also don't it gets to be hard when it's like it gets to be dark at night and then you're like, do I really want to get in the car? Do I really want to drive across town? Do I really want to? And then you're like, no. You want to, but then you're like, it's cold out. Like, do I really want to drive in the dark, in the cold? Like, not really. I went there the other day to tan and there was like a 30-minute wait. And I was like, peace out. I'm not sitting here that long. I got stuff to do. But, you know, it's frustrating that they all sat on a panel 2, 3, whatever days ago and asking for my, you know, employment records or putting down my mental diagnostics or questioning my mental health diagnostics, which was just rich, you know. I did a whole live, I think like 2 days ago. I think it's called Audacity. If you want to see a good crash out, by the way, if you want to see a really great crash out, go to my YouTube, Brian Lee TM, and go to, it's about 2 days ago and it's called Audacity. You want to see a crash out? I was spazzing. I was calling Toddy on her shit. I was calling Becca Scoops on her shit. I was calling Rez and Amy on their shit. I called everybody shit. After that video, I was pretty pissed. Aubrey I see. Oh, that one. Yeah, I know what video you're talking about. Oh, the messages between Internet Sweetheart and Rez. Yeah. No, it's wild. It's wild. And, you know, like I said, if Toddy's going to put out there that I'm some fucking horrible human being based off manipulated media, then I'm going to play the actual media. So you guys can, if you guys are going to judge me off of that. You want to judge me? I'm cool with that. Because you ain't fucking me, financing me, or feeding me. I don't really give a fuck what you think, to be honest. But for your own mental well-being, make sure you're judging me on the right shit. Judge me on the right shit and not bullshit. Hey, Tanya. That's all I'm saying. So, I told you guys I was going to play it for you earlier, and I couldn't get my YouTube to function correctly, so I got it all on my phone, and so I played it on the phone for y'all. Irene, you're being very random. So, at this point, whatever you hear about me, take it with a grain of salt. Look, I'm blunt, I'm rude, I'm all those things. I'm a bitch. I get it. Okay, I do. I haven't never said I'm not those things. I've very well owned up to them. Just judge me for the right shit. Judge me all you want, but judge me for the right shit. That's all I'm asking. I ain't gonna lose sleep about it either way. But I just want people to know that these people are out there lying. That you are following and giving a platform to people who are straight ass, bald ass lying. And I think that's what's important is, I've had people come into my comments, I love Becca. I love Toddy. Well, do you love misinformation? Because that's what they're putting out. Because I mean, if that's the content you want to follow is misinformation, I mean, you do you, boo. But that's not really what I don't really enjoy misinformation. So I mean, paint me, color me stupid, but I don't I don't really think that's the way to go, to be honest. But that's your cup of tea. I guess that's your cup of tea. Irene, you literally just stopped and you didn't finish the sentence, and now I don't know what you're saying. Your mom's been going around what? So I can guarantee you that the person that was coming, they came in here earlier, and somebody muted one of their comments, and they just came in here again, and I can guarantee you they're tied to this. I don't know which one they are, nor do I care, but they're tied to it somehow. You'd think, Marie, you'd think, but they will. And now, in today's age of, digitized media, you can pretty much make anything you want. And people, may not question it. That's where I'm at, KF. That's where I'm at. I felt, and I said this, I felt real bad for the Wambulance. As much as they tortured me for months, as much as they trolled me and trolled me and trolled me and trolled me and were horrible and hateful and hurtful, I felt bad for them because, I told them that Amy and Axe were horrible human beings, but they were very, 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 they stood by those two so much. They stood by them. They were the best friends that honestly you could really hope for. They knew what Amy and Axe had done to me, but they were their friends and they were going to stick by them, hell or high water. And to see how Amy turned tide on them. Oh, you're not the Wambulance anymore? It was when you dropped out of there. You dropped out of there. Okay. Well, you guys need another name now. But I felt bad because even though it was a great I told you so moment, not gonna lie. It was a great I told you so moment. I got to say I told you so numerous times. It was great. But no, and I felt bad for them because they were really, really, really good friends to these people and got screwed in the end. Oh, you're the outsiders now? Well, at the time that you were being rancid D-bags, you were the Wambulance at that point. At that point, you were the Wambulance. When you were busy making my life hell. But you guys came to realize I wasn't Satan incarnate anymore, and that's what pissed off Amy and Axe so much is because they hate bonded. The whole group hate bonded over me. They hated me, and they all sat in their little circle jerk hating me. And, these guys they saw through it and saw that I wasn't this horrible human being, and they paid the price for it. Because if they would have just stopped talking to me, or if they would have been quiet about talking to me, or if they would have hid talking to me, Amy wouldn't have gotten mad at them. She wouldn't have turned on them, and they would have probably been spared the wrath of Amy and Rez, because once Amy went to Rez, it was all both of them going after everybody while playing the victim on Toddy's panel. Shut up, Planny. Shut up. Me and Planty have a very strange relationship right now. we very openly don't like each other, but somehow we can exist in the same space. So telling people I was your step. Oh my God, what the hell? That is wild. But you know, all of this, if you guys really think back, all jokes aside, if you guys go back, if Rez wouldn't have went after me and Amy wouldn't have went after me a year and 2 months ago, because they both started about the same time ish, if they both had just left me alone a year and 2 months ago, none of this would have started. None of this would have escalated. None of this would have got where it was. None of this would have went this far. They decided to go after me, guns blazing, for over a year. And only when me and other people had enough that we were all able to band together to stop them. You know, I take credit for getting Amy's down, because that was all with me. Getting her YouTube taken down. Getting her Definitely a Troll account taken down. But I had help. I had my gremlins, my goons, whatever you want to call them, my flying monkeys. Yeah, I had help. I had help with people who saw that it was wrong, people who had been involved at one point and no longer were involved, people who had just seen what was going on and realized it was the wrong thing to do. It wasn't just me. I didn't just sit here and click buttons and take down Amy and Rez 100% solo. There was a handful of people who was done with the way that they were being treated, the way that others were being treated, etc. Hi, Amanda. So there was more than just me. I mean, I took the credit, but it was more than just me. Like, I'm good at what I do, but I'm not that freaking good. Actually, my one friend's pretty fucking great. She got more violations than I ever did out of it. I don't know what she does, but she's damn good at it. And she came out of nowhere. She was just somebody who was watching along, watching everything, watching from the sidelines, and was like, this is some bullshit. This has got to stop. And she helped me. So you can be talking about it in a lot more than counseling. I think I would have punched your mom out, man. I'd have punched her out. Like, that's some crazy shit, man. Her mom was telling people that she was screwing her stepdad for weed and money. Like, what? That is not okay. That is not okay. It's not even close to okay. That's really, really awful. That's not something a mother should, put out there about her kid if it's not true. If it's true, I mean, that's a little different, but if it's not true, that's not okay. So, yeah, and there's lots of people who've gotten pulled into this along the way. I mean, I got pulled into it because of Fancy, and then people close to me got involved because of me. And then there was people who, like, for instance, modded for Fancy that ended up getting ran through the ringer for simply being a mod, but they were picking and choosing who they were yelling at. Like, Fancy's had lots of mods. But for some reason, they centered on the Wambulance people and was like, oh my God, you're a mod for Fancy. And Fancy's not some crazy end-all be-all. Okay, she's not. Exactly. And don't forget you're a felon. Don't forget you're a felon, by the way. Oh my God. Are you okay? That's wild. I am so white on YouTube. Oh my Lord. It's amazing what we've all learned about ourselves, bitch. It's crazy. I mean, you're a felon and my husband's done horrible stuff that there's no proof of, and Pink's got family that she doesn't have family of that do crazy shit that she's not related to, and it's wild. You don't have to like Fancy. But guess what? And I've been saying this even when I was with Fancy in the beginning. And especially when after I left and came back. We are not the same person. Let's see. I just got a live restriction because I used the word for planting. Restrict me. I don't care. I don't think you guys understand. You're not going to shut me up. I'm over on YouTube. Ryan Lee TM. I don't care. Me and Fancy are not the same person. There is plenty that she does that I do not agree with. I am with you guys. She yells. She's condescending. These are things that I've talked to her about. We all have character flaws. I have plenty of my own. She's got plenty of her own. We've all got plenty of our own. You know, you don't have to. Oh, I got whole ass blocked. I got whole ass banned. What I get it for? Sexual exploitation and gender-based violence. That's how bad they wanted me off. That's how bad they got me for sexual exploitation and gender-based violence. Can't make that shit up, bro. They act like they're hurting me. They act like they're hurting me with this. I have a whole nother live going. Like, stopping me on one platform does not stop me across the board. Like, and now I can smoke. Like, I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure what you're really going with this. Like, what is wrong with you? They don't make sense. They don't make sense at all. And I looked totally I looked devastated. I'm devastated. I'm absolutely devastated. Be mad. Be mad. Try to shut me up. Try to silence me from your garbage. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. My reply got over 1,000 views. Okay. I love how Threads does that. They will message you and they're like, your reply has gotten 500 views. Your reply has gotten 10,000 reviews. But the thing is, people won't interact with stuff. Like, I'll have a post and they'll be like, your post has had 1,000 views, and they'll have like 2 likes or like 1 comment. My replies get so many views, dude. I have replies with like 10,000 views. It's wild. I don't know how they figure that out, but they do. Ugh, people are crazy. What I'm laughing at is I get a live citation for talking about weed, and then I get kicked for gender-based violence. You can tell that they were spamming those buttons. They were like, drugs, sex, rock and roll. Like, they were spamming those buttons to try to get me off there. That is wild. That is wild. Actually, it's kind of funny, to be honest. Honestly. It's pathetic. That's all it is pathetic. Like, when you're trying that hard to get a live shutdown that you can't even stay in a genre. You're like, I'm just gonna hit her with everything and hope something sticks. I'm gonna throw spaghetti at the wall and hope it lands. Like, spamming the TikTok reports. And here I still am. Oh, shit, I can't hit the button right. There we go. What's the end game? I don't know. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand the end game because rules don't apply. Like, if you're quiet, they ramp up. if you fight back, they ramp up. Like there's no winning, because if you're quiet and walk away, then you're the beaten dog with the tail between your legs, and then they go 10 times harder. If you fight back, you give them ammunition to twist whatever it is you're using, and then they come back. So I'm not really sure what their exact quote unquote end game is. I mean, to me, they're just a bunch of bored, pathetic people. Like, that's what you do with your time? That's weird. Honestly, it's just weird. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Right, you could try. I mean, I've tried it all. I've tried not talking about it. I've tried doubling down on it. They're bored. They're bored, and they're pathetic. I mean, what else is there? I mean, to just constantly pick at, twist at, manipulate situations, what is the point? What is the point? What is the end game? What is it you're hoping to achieve? Because I'm not getting off social media. I've been on here for 4 years, and I'm not going to let some petty bitches run me off of it. Fancy's not going anywhere. She's not stopping what she's doing. And all these people that are like, oh, Fancy's not accomplishing anything, blah, blah, blah. Well, she's put out a couple of books, regardless if you like them, love them, or don't. She's doing something, which, I mean, you can say it's a shitty book, but where's your book? You can say, it's shitty content. Where's your content? Content that's not stolen off of somebody else, or that isn't being picked apart of somebody else. Where's your stuff for that? You don't have to like somebody's content. You have to like what they're doing. You don't have to do that. Oh, I can stop being so ferociously pale now. Look, I have color again. Yay! I really do want to go tan. There's really no reason you were even brought up this time. You have rarely been on. I know that. Videos about her seem to get views, and there's lots of people, and I've talked to you about this, that their content does not get views, and the only way their content can get views is if it is downgrading Fancy or me, mostly Fancy. I don't garner the views. I don't. I mean, look, I'm cut and dry. I'm a bitch. There's really not a whole lot to drag me on. I'm a bitch. I get that. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I already know that. I am very well aware. This is not news. This is not brand new information. Sans for my crash out the other day, I don't tend to get on here, yell and scream, and I definitely don't yell and scream at my actual followers. Fancy is easy to pick at. She is. I've had conversations with her. She's doing a lot better than what she was before. She's not getting on and freaking out as much or yelling as much or whatever. I mean, she's always going to be condescending because she knows what she knows, and that is what it is. But I think overall, in general, she's gotten a lot better at not having as many crash outs, I guess. So she's easy game for them. They know what gets to her. They know what to say, and it works. Now, a lot of them know what to say for me, and sometimes it'll work, and most of the time it doesn't. It depends on what type of day or week I've had. I've had a pretty shitty couple of weeks. Personally, in my personal life, I've had some stuff going on. I've had, some definite things going on that was hard to, deal with. So, the crash out was inevitable, but I felt better. I got it out of my system. I said what I had to say. And it's going to be harder, at least. I don't know if it's going to be hard, but it's going to be harder to really pick at me at this point. I just realized I could zoom in on your video, so I get to listen to you and watch your fish chase each other. Yeah, I'll make sure I'm out of the way so you can make sure that you can watch the fish chase each other. There's a really pretty one in there. I don't know if you can see him. It's right there, but you can't really see him. He's a big blue fish about like this. Oh, wait, hold on, actually. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Yep, he's right there. He's a cool fish. It's my husband's favorite fish in there. It's one Akara. I mean, like today, I'm sitting there chilling, and somebody messages me, and they're like, "Oh, you just posted stuff?" And I'm like, "I've been posting my birds. Like, what are you talking about?" And they send me a screenshot from the Wambulance server that says that I'm posting videos, and they got a message that I went live, and like, why is that a concern for you? Why is it a concern that I'm live? Why is it a concern that I'm posting videos? Like, first of all, it's lazy. You have a bot. You have a bot that is hand delivering you when I go live or post a video. Does that not sound extremely obsessive and bizarre? Because it does to me. I have the funniest fish ever. I think your gummy's kicking in. They're not that cool. I'm not a huge fish fan, though. He's like obsessed with fish, and I'm not in his saltwater tank. Mind you, this man buys a saltwater tank. This motherfucker bought one fish. One fish. I bought a fish because I'm a nice person. I bought him a fish. And then I bought 2 crabs, 5 hermit crabs. We got together and got a little sand sucker sleeper fish. And tomorrow I'm going to get 2 starfishes. I have bought more for this tank than he has. The Placo. I don't even have a Placo. Oh yeah, I do. I do have a big Placo in there, don't I? I do. I got a Placo about that big. He's a pretty big Placo. He's about that big. I got like 4 Cory catfish in there somewhere. Yeah, that Placo don't come out a whole lot. He hides pretty good. I wish we had a Placo in our Oscar tank, but right now there's no way we can. Our Oscars are this big, and we'd have to get a Placo this big just so he wouldn't get eaten. Yeah, I'm not a fish tank fan. This drives me. I can't stand the noise of freaking water running. Like this, it's not bad right now, but I'm not a fish fan. I'm a crab fan. I'm a reptile fan. I have my snake. I have my birds, but not a fish fan. We had a bristlenose down in this tank right here when it was still up and going. There's nothing in it now. It's empty. But we had a bristlenose in there, but he literally just hid all the time. We'd never seen him, and then he just died. He was there, he hid, he died. Like, and it was a cool bristlenose. He was pretty big. He was like this big. Just I don't know. I feel like you can't do a whole lot with fish. That's just me. I have a bearded dragon. I got a bearded dragon and 2 leopard geckos. And then I got a bunch of hermit crabs. I have 4 hermit crabs and that one over there. It's so hard to do this. Right here. I got 4 small hermit crabs in that one, and then I got a bigger one that I have 3 hermit crabs in. And all 7 of them are hibernating. They're all hibernating. Every now and then 1 or 2 come up for a second. Like I can see the shells of 2 of them in this one. I have completely lost one of them in my big cage, and the other two, I bought them. I'm not even kidding. I bought them. I brought them home. They crawled to the corner of the tank and buried themselves, and I haven't seen them since the day I bought them. They've been buried for a minute. Hermit crabs can be buried for a minute. Sometimes they'll come out when, you're sleeping or something, and so you don't know they come out. But like overall, like they have been buried for a minute. Like sometimes I get like freaked out. Like these guys were buried. I'm not even kidding. I think I seen one of them like 3 times. I mean, they were buried for like 2+ months, easy. And so finally I go in there to change up and fix up and put in all the toys and everything. And I fully expected there to not be 4 hermit crabs because like you're not supposed to bother them. But I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. It's been like, 2 months. Like we need to check on these guys. And they're alive. They're perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine. They're in there. They're alive. YouTube randomly go back in the live stream and start playing. I'm not a huge YouTube. I'm not a huge YouTube watcher. But I know that especially after commercials, a lot of times people are on a delay. There's a person in here who was on a delay for like 15 minutes. We were laughing our asses off. Finally, she got to the point where we were talking about her being in the delay, and she goes, I think I'm on a delay. Like, yeah. So. But Sissy has been trying my patience today. She's been being a bad dog. Bad dog. Bad dog. Everybody's being bad dogs today, man. I had the worst day. Had the worst day. So bad, dude. So bad. Did not have a good day. Tomorrow I have to get up earlier than I want to, which means I have to go to bed earlier than I want to. And we have to drive up and get some type of light gauge refractor thing to test his saltwater tank. And it's an hour away. And so we got to go up there, rent it. So drive up there, rent it, bring it back home, use it, drive back up there, turn it back in, and come home tomorrow. So I'm going to be in the car for 4 hours over a light refractor thing. Not exactly thrilled. Not exactly thrilled at all. I wonder what the weather's going to look like tomorrow, actually. Please tell me it's not going to be shitty. It's going to be 65 and kind of cloudy. I can deal with that. I'm not a huge sun fan personally. I don't really care for a lot of sun. So partly sunny or kind of cloudy is perfectly fine to me. Not a huge sun fan. It's bright. It's annoying. Not a fan. I got a few more videos I got to put up on my my normal account. I got a whole bunch of the bird the past 2 days. I held him twice today. I held him in a video and then I held him again in another video. I haven't put that video up yet. He's getting big, man. He's like he's like this big. I mean, think about it. He was in an egg. Hold on. He was in an egg that big like 2 weeks ago. And he's like this big now. It's wild to me. He was actually like waving out his feathers today. He was like stretching out his feathers, which I've never seen him do before. They eat so much, dude. And I feel so bad. They do. They grow so fast. A pigeon is full grown in 28 days. So like I'm trying to do the best I can with trying to like get him to like me and handle him as much as I can because he's going to be full grown like soon and I'm not going to be able to like manhandle him because he's going to be full grown. So I'm trying to make him to where he's not skittish, but like what do you do? Like so I'm trying to hold him as much as I can, but hello. I don't want to hold him too much and freak him out, but like I need to hold him enough that like he warms up to me, I guess. I just can't wait to move him into the bigger cage. Like it's going to be so much easier for everybody and everything. What they're in now, it's hard to clean. I'm not going to lie. It's not fun. You know, you have birds that are skittish running around. You're trying to clean it out. There's not a whole lot of room for them to like get out of your way. And then they freak out because then you're too close to them. And so it makes it a little difficult for sure. I'm on season 3 of Yellow Jackets. I am almost officially caught up. I think the 7th episode comes out in 2 days. I don't know if there's going to be 8 or 10. It was weird. In season 2, there was only 9 episodes. They didn't pick 8 or 10. They picked 9. That's really weird. But I'm on season 3, and I'm actually going to be able to probably watch the last episode when everybody else does, because I've been watching 2 to 3 a night, and I'm on episode 1. So if episode 7's coming out in 2 days, by the time episode 8 comes out, I should be right up on time to where I can watch it in real time. If you've not watched the show, I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you've not watched the show, it's almost 2 different genres, because you have when they are at the plane, which is like one genre, and then you have later, which I won't go into all that, but you have later, and that's almost like a dark comedy. I find it as a dark comedy. Maybe I'm screwy, but I feel like that's a dark comedy, and that is like drama thriller. So it's a very strange show to watch, but the last 2 episodes were really freaking wild. So I'm definitely interested to see where it's going. So me and another one of my followers have been watching it pretty much together. We ask, what episode are you on? What episode are you on? And I think she's right. I think she's right up with me now. I don't know if she finished episode 9 or not, but I think she's right up with me. So we'll be finishing the series together. So I put, if you are a member, which I don't see a lot of you are in here, if you're a member, I put some new videos up in behind the scenes. I put 2 video, I don't know, like 3, maybe 4 videos up in behind the scenes today. Got a couple of cute stories I put up. I don't want to tell the stories on here because then I feel like the people who are paying for them get screwed. So, but I put a couple cute stories up that have happened recently on behind the scenes, which, yeah, by the way, not that it matters anyway, but I did have this up. I did have that up on the first go around when my notifications wouldn't come out. But I did that, and I put up probably 5 videos today across my different social medias. I put up a whole lot about the baby bird. I have a couple other ones I got to put up. I think I got 1 or 2 more of the baby bird. I got 1 at dinner. So I probably got like at least 2 or 3 more videos I'm going to be putting up tonight. I feel like I'm doing a lot better. November and December were really shitty for me, and I didn't do a lot of content. I really just walked away from social media and kind of took a break in general. Not just from the bullshit, but just in general. I was not in a super great place mentally for November, December, and probably most of January, to be honest. Winter apparently wasn't a good time for me. But this month I've really kicked it into gear, and I've put up more content in March than I did in November, December, and January combined. So I feel like I'm doing better. It is weird though, because I'm posting all of it on YouTube and then most of it on TikTok, and then the rest, not all of it goes on Instagram, because some of my longer content, Instagram, you can only do, well, at least I've only been able to do 3-minute videos. So anything over 3 minutes isn't going on Instagram. But most of my stuff goes on TikTok, and then all of it goes on YouTube. And I've been doing a lot better this month, which makes me feel better, because I felt like I was really, really slacking, because I was. And I wasn't going live as much as I should, and I wasn't doing enough video content, and I didn't have a lot of behind the scenes content like I'm supposed to. You know, you guys pay for memberships, and I was kind of shirking it a little bit. But I feel like I've gotten into a little bit of a better place. I may be sliding back here shortly. Kind of getting backed into a corner a little bit again, and I hate that feeling. I absolutely hate that feeling. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. And when there's a lot of stuff going on, I get in my head really bad. And when I get in my head really bad, then I start closing off when I should be, you know, making content. But I think as of right now, I've come across a really good balance. You know, I'm going live a couple times a week, which I'm doing better with that. I'm putting up a lot of content, even though a lot of it's just shorts. I'm still doing it. I'm still getting it done. And then I'm also getting to catch up on all my shows. I had finished a whole season of Hell's Kitchen. I'm almost through another season of Hell's Kitchen. I'm almost done with Yellow Jackets. So I feel like I've colored some. I haven't recently, but I've gamed. I resubbed my game about 2 days ago. So I have been doing my content and doing my lives and watching TV and playing my game. And I feel like I got a good balance of stuff. I'm getting my stuff done at the house and not putting it off. I'm not letting stuff stack up. I'm doing stuff as it comes, and even kind of preemptively of doing it even beforehand. You know, I'm staying real up on my chore version, you know, of what I need to do, and going above and beyond in that aspect, and just getting stuff done in general, and doing more. I'm getting decent sleep. I just feel like I've done really well with planning my days and getting stuff done in the way I want to do them. A lot of times, you know, I start being super productive between like 12 and 3 in the morning, which is kind of strange for a lot of people. I could understand where that wouldn't be the best time, but that's where I'll do laundry or dishes or whatever while I'll watch a show, and then I'll throw some laundry in. And like, I was going to do laundry. I still could technically, because I could put it in the dryer before I go to bed. But like I said, I got to get up early than normal tomorrow. So after I get off here, I think I'm going to try to watch an episode and then probably go to bed so I can get some decent sleep. Because tomorrow's going to throw me off. I normally sleep. I got up early today. I normally sleep till about 4-ish in the afternoon, because I go to bed usually around 8 or 10. And I sleep till, depending on the day, around 4. And today I got up at like 1:30. But, I mean, I got enough sleep, so it didn't matter. But tomorrow I'm getting up at like 10:30, which the rest of the week I go to bed at 10:30. So luckily I'm in a position, you know, in my circadian clock that I can go to bed or get up at the same time. and not be completely awful. Oh, I got some bad hiccups. Oh my God. Oh, those hurt. Holy cow. Those are not pleasant. Holy crap. But yeah, I went to bed at like 9 o'clock this morning, and I got to get up at 10:30 in the morning. So actually, I might have went to bed around 8. I think I went to bed around 8:30. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed at a semi-decent time so I can get up for early in the morning so I can get my stuff done. Do you guys have any idea what it's like to sit in front of a camera with 40 people in here and nobody talking? And I get the same thing. I'll be like, nobody's talking. There's 40 people in here. And then like 3 people will be like, I'm here. I'm just doing dishes. I'm here. I'm just playing my game. I'm here. I'm just coloring. That hurts. Holy shit. These are some weird hiccups. Holy crap. I have mashed potatoes from yesterday I need to eat. I bought mashed potatoes at KFC and I need to eat those. So I'll probably maybe make half of them or something, watch my show, oh my Lord, and go to bed. Because I'm actually getting kind of tired. Probably because I got up earlier than normal. But I'm actually getting kind of tired, so... well, it's not 4 hours continual. It's an hour there, hour back. Be at home for a while, and then hour there, hour back. So it's not as bad. Would I like a questionnaire? Sure. It'll help. God damn it. First of all, I love questions. But number 2, yes, it keeps me from just blabbling about whatever. Because I can't believe these hiccups. Oh my God. It at least gives something besides just me going on about, mundane things, I guess. I feel like I wish it was a book of questions. I love questions. I love asking them. I love answering them. I'm really good at trivia. I like to learn stuff. What is my favorite horror movie and why? There's so many. I've never understood the concept of a favorite anything, because I can't have just one favorite. I gotta have like 5 because they're all different. And it's weird because even my favorite horror movies, I won't watch them all the time. Top 5 can do that. All right, top 5. That would be, by the way, they go in franchises. By the way, that would be the Scream franchise, the Saw franchise, the Final Destination franchise, Cabin in the Woods. So that's 4. I don't know what my 5th one would be, because what I consider horror is different. But yeah, I love Saw, Scream, Final Destination. Is Purge horror? I guess Purge is horror. We could do the Purges. I think we could do Purges. Purges would be horror, I think. Yeah, I feel like it could be a range of things. Now, if you want to go like my horror, horror for me it's comedy, it's drama, it's, the things that scare me are not horror. The things that scare me are apocalyptic shit, end of days shit, weather shit. I won't watch movies about asteroids, meteors, end of the world, tsunamis, volcano. I will watch tornadoes, which is weird because I'm very deathly scared of tornadoes. But like that stuff to me is scary because like it could happen. Now the horror that's really the horror for me that is scarier is like The Purge or Strangers or things that could like happen. Yes, The Purge could happen. Like think about it. like Last House on the Left. Like that, oh, that's a hell of a movie. Matter of fact, go to my ryan.lee.tm. I put up a great video. It's not getting nearly enough views. I don't know if you guys have seen the trend. There's a trend, the run like a girl trend. Strangers is what there's a new Strangers. Strangers chapter 1. It's on Fandango. I think it was on Fandango. Oh shit, where did I see it? I think it's on Fandango. Strangers chapter 1. It looks really good. Yeah. It's called Strangers chapter 1 and it looks good. But I don't know if you guys have seen the run like a girl trend, but I was watching one and somebody had commented on there last house on the left, and I was like, oh, I got you. And I did the run like a girl trend for the, and it worked so well. It works well. Last House on the Left is a scary movie. It is raw. It is brutal, and that's that's the right one, right? There's house at the end of the street. That's with Jennifer Lawrence. Last House on the Left, I think, is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, it's on Fandango. The end of Last House on the Left, like it is like it is brutal. Like they put the one guy's head in a microwave. They stick the one guy's hand down a garbage disposal. They had, oh my God, that movie is wild. And it's acted so good. There's like a horrible grape scene. Horrible. And I mean, it's brutal. That movie is brutal. You know, the other day I found Straw Dogs somewhere, and I didn't get to watch it. Straw Dogs is another one. That's a crazy movie. I bought some movies on Fandango the other day. They had like a bunch of my 90s movies on there for $5 a piece. You can rent them for like $3.99 or you can buy them for $5. There's a lot of other movies on there you can buy for like 15, 20, whatever. Like I got the whole entire 6 seasons of Dawson's Creek after I bought the DVDs, mind you, which I still haven't opened. I got the entire 6 season set of Dawson's Creek for $20 on Fandango. Hills Have Eyes. So I love Hills Have Eyes too, because I had the biggest thing for the girl in the movie. Like I would watch all the stuff she was in. So I like Hills Have Eyes too. But yeah, I can understand that. Those are the ones I'm talking about, where it's like Joe Schmo, you know? Like that's why Strangers was so wild. Hills Have Eyes are a lot like Wrong Turn-ish, in a way. Never did understand how there could be 6 wrong turns. I figure most things need to stop at 3. I like Eliza Dushku, so I liked the first one. Damn it. I am waiting for Final Destination Bloodlines to come out. Yeah, I just bought Bring It On. That was one of them on Fandango I bought, was Bring It On. I love Bring It On. That's one of my favorite movies, like ever. I love that movie. I bought I was tripping. I'm on the phone with Mac and I am tripping. I'm like, I just got 10 Things I Hate About You. I got Bring It On. I got Gone in 60 Seconds. I bought like 4 movies. I was tripping. I'm like, all my favorite movies are on sale right now. And I'm just like, click, 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 click. There's still some I haven't. I ended up getting Drive Me Crazy. I got The Skulls. That was the other one I got. The Skulls. I love The Skulls. The Skulls is such a good movie. The acting, the actors in The Skulls is just unmatched, unparalleled. I love 10 Things I Hate About You. I am Cat. I am Cat through and through, man. Through and through. Yeah, Heath was good in it. Yeah. I got Save the Last Dance. I used to be a huge Julia Stiles fan. So yeah, the other one I got was Save the Last Dance. I got a bunch of 90s movies. I was thrilled. That was my favorite. There was I talked about this in my other live. There was 3 movies, and I don't know if I would ever be able to Google this. It was 10 Things I Hate About You, which is Taming of the Shrew. There is O, that is Othello. And there's a third one in the 90 genre that is another Shakespeare, and I cannot think of for the life of me what the third one is. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can Google this. 10 Things I Hate About You. I can't just put O wasn't gonna work. Taming of the Shrew. Shit. Othello O. Well, yeah, look at it. It says 10 Things I Hate About You is a modern teen romantic comedy loosely based on Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, while the movie O is a modern adaptation of Shakespeare's Othello. There's a third one, though. There's a third one, and I can't remember what the third one is. Oh, wait, what's this? Wait. 7 movies that are cleverly disguised as Shakespeare. Okay, hold on. All right. So 2 years after 10 Things I Hate About You, this time a knockoff of Othello. Wait, hold on. Okay, so wait. Okay, well, let's go backwards. Okay, so She's the Man. She's the Man with Amanda Bynes is loosely based off of the 12th Night, Shakespeare's The 12th Night. Othello O is based off of Othello. 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming of the Shrew. The Lion King is based off of Hamlet. The parallels. Some debate whether the Lion King's resemblance to Hamlet was intentional, but it's hard to ignore the parallels. My Own Private Idaho, based off of Henry the IV and Henry V. What one's this one? Ran is based off of King Lear. There was 3 of them, damn it, and I'm not seeing what the other one is. And this one is West Side Story, based off of Romeo and Juliet. No, there is a third one. There is a freaking third one. Isn't that the one I just read? Damn it. What do I put in? Shakespearean 90s movies? Is that a thing? No, it wasn't Romeo and Juliet. It wasn't Romeo and Juliet. Hold on. Shakespeare. How do you spell Shakespeare? Shakespeare 90s movies. So let's see. They have Romeo and Juliet on there, but that's not what it was. That one's literally Shakespeare. All right, what's this? Best 90s screen adaptations of Shakespeare. Othello was technically 2001. God, I'm so mad I can't remember the third one. Let's see. Okay, these are all saying the same ones. Let the Devil Wear Black is off by Hamlet. Othello. This is a different Othello. Ouch. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, there we go. Titus. I wish I could remember. A Midsummer's Night. 12th Night. Much Ado About Nothing is my favorite Shakespeare play. Ten Things I Hate About You. Richard III. God, there was another one. Romeo and Juliet. That wasn't what it was. Unless it was and I didn't remember it. Hamlet. Oh, that's so frustrating. Because I know there's a third one. Why were there so many Shakespeare movies in the 90s? I don't know. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. What's this? These are the best 90s and 2000 movies based on Shakespeare plays. All right, let's try this one. All right, 10 Things I Hate About You. She's the Man. 30. The fuck? I think they put the 3 there on accident because that's O. Romeo and Juliet. Motocrossed. That's what the 3 was there. Okay. Were the World Mine? I don't know. Maybe it was Romeo and Juliet. I have no idea. It must be. Just one of the guys? What? Since when is just one of the guys and wait, what? Hold on. The near identical titles don't tip you off. Just one of the guys shares inspiration with She's the Man, which has a resemblance for 12th Night. Get Over It. Oh. She's the Man, Romeo and Juliet, and 10 Things. Romeo and Juliet. Oh my God. So I was trying to find Cruel Intentions the other day, and I have to actually buy it in order to watch it. You either have to rent, I think I can rent it for $3.99 or I can buy it for like $12 or something. But yeah, I've been wanting to watch Cruel Intentions for like the past 2 months. And I keep going, I'm going to rent it, and then I don't rent it. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Yeah, I've been wanting to watch that movie recently. Probably because I keep hearing Bittersweet Symphony. Every time I hear Bittersweet Symphony, it never failed down in the comments on TikTok. They'll be like, I just think of Cruel Intentions every time I hear this movie song. All the best movies are in the 90s. 1000%. 1000%. Maybe if you're real lucky, the very beginnings of 2000. Like Gone in 60 Seconds is 2000. Oh my God, have you ever seen the original Gone in 60 Seconds? It's horrible. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Dude, I about died. I literally shared a TikTok the other day. It was the original world premiere. I don't know how somebody had this. The world premiere of Dawson's Creek aired 27 years ago, January 20th. Dawson's Creek is 27 years old. What? Think about that. Growing up in the 90s. Okay, so hold on, because I'm really bad at math. I don't know how to carry my numbers when I'm not thinking about it. So, let's say, I was a kid. Dawson's Creek came out in 1998. Minus 27 years off of that. That would be like us watching a show from 1971. In 1998, when Dawson's Creek came out, 27 years would be like us being attached to a show in 1971. That is wild. The other day I was freaking out. Do you know that one of my favorite shows is Lost? It is 21 years old. Lost is 21 years old. That is insane. That is insane. It ended 15 years ago. That is wild. Like, so wild. and you think back to all that stuff, it's like, think back to any of the stuff we watched, dude. Like, fuck, Cruel Intentions. Cruel Intentions is 27 years old. What? Like, what even? Like, that is so crazy to me. Like, by the way, which not that I'm going to get an invite, because not that they could find me, but this is my 25th high school reunion this year. They'll never find me. I didn't go to my 20 year either. I didn't go to any of them. I never went to a high school reunion. I hated high school and I hated everybody in it. I never went to any of my reunions. Fuck that. No, thank you. But yeah, it's my 25-year high school reunion this year. Like, I still feel like I'm in high school. Like, my brain, I don't know what happens. Like, I don't feel like common sense gets different. Like, common sense gets different. Don't get me wrong. But, like, my likes, my movies, my music, I've not changed that much since I was a teenager. I've always liked horror. I've always liked alternative rock, hard rock, country. Like, I've been the same. I've liked the same shit since I was 16, you know? I never watched One Tree Hill. That was not a thing for me. The only time I saw Chad Michael Murray was in Dawson's Creek, which apparently a lot of people said he was the same character in that show, which I've only ever actually seen the end of Dawson's Creek like once and still haven't seen all of the episodes, to be honest. As much as I love that show, I never really watched most of it past season 3, like a little bit into season 4. But season 5 and 6, I haven't seen all of it. And that's another one I need to do because now mind you, I bought the DVD set because it had the original music. I personally picked out the original audio because up until last year, you couldn't get the original audio. They lost rights on Dawson's Creek. And that's why they had that god-awful theme song starting in season 2, the Run Like Hell instead of I Don't Want to Wait. I went out and I bought the DVDs with the original audio on them, have not opened them, and I've been watching it on Fandango because it's just easier. It's easier to put it on my TV. But yeah, that's another one I need. Did I just kick you in the head? That's another one I need to finish. I'm on season 2. I just started season 2 of Dawson's Creek. Woo! You, my bad girl. You, my bad girl. I don't know who was worse today, you or your sister. You guys both sent me for a fucking loop today. It's like you guys just decided we're just gonna give mom a fucking heart attack today. Oh, your breath is rancid. Yeah, I never watched like one episode of One Tree Hill. Stop yawning, bro. You stink. Yeah, your breath is better than what it was. I love you. My favorite Chad Michael Murray was House of Wax. Watching him get to drive a stake through Paris Hilton's head. I like him. He kind of just disappeared. He was good in Cinderella Story too, but he just kind of disappeared. He was in, what was it, Amityville? Was it Amityville? He was in some horror movie. I know Ryan Reynolds was in Amityville. What the fuck was Chad Michael Murray in then? He was in some horror. Would anybody know what it was? He was in a horror movie, and I can't remember what it was. I love you. Squeezy, squeezy, I love you. It's like one of these days I'm going to throw up on you. I can't think of what it is. I'm going to have to Google it now. Strangers? That was Tim Matheson, I think. Or no, Dylan McDermott? What the hell was he in? Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Hold on. Chad Michael Murray. Yeah, watch the replay. Oh my God, he's only a year old. He's not even a year older than me. What? He's not even a year older than me. Huh. I thought he was like 2 or 3 years older than me. All right, hold on. There's a movie that he was in. Actor. No, don't do that. Go back. Really, dude. I just X'd off actor like a freaking idiot. Expand. There we go. All right. I don't want producer. I want actor. Actor. There we go. Freaky Friday? No, that wasn't it. Freaky Friday. I had heard that there was another one coming out, but he's in it. Freaky Friday. Hold on. No, I'll figure it out. Hold on. Oh, he was in Ted Bundy? Hold on. Oh, he was in Riverdale, which I never seen that either. Oh, I see the Camp Coldbrook you're looking at. Scream Queens? That wasn't it. Behind Chosen. Haunting in Connecticut. That might have been what it was. Was Haunting in Connecticut. Yeah, it must have been that one. I knew it was some type of horror movie. House of Wax. Love it. I can't believe they're making another Freaky Friday movie. Yeah. I love when they get the original casts for shit. That's like the best. Like all the Scream movies. By the way, hold on. I heard something. Somebody put up, and I was like, no, they were right. I was wrong. There is a clip of on Scream 2. Scream 2, in the background, there's a doofy looking guy with blonde hair. And they're like, that's Matthew Lillard. And I'm like, no, it's not. They show behind the scenes clips. It is. It's Stu in Scream 2. They showed Matthew Lillard on the set of Scream 2. Matthew Lillard was supposed to have died by a TV to the fucking head in Scream 1. But most people in the Scream universe, especially because he was supposed to be in Scream 3, I don't know if you know this, but he was written into Scream 3. They ended up literally jumping the shark awful and coming up with the crap fest that was Scream 3. But he was written in Scream 3. We've always known that he was not dead because one of the cardinal rule in Scream is you have to shoot him in the head. Stu was not shot in the head. That was anybody who watches Scream knows Stu's not dead. He did not get shot in the head. He is not dead. And we've been saying this for years. Well, apparently, after they pointed out that he was in Scream 2, they said, and I'm going to look it up right now, because apparently it's been confirmed. Yup. He's in Scream 7. It's been confirmed. He's in Scream 7. Told you he wasn't fucking dead. Ooh, and it's going to be directed by Kevin Williamson, who, by the way, did Dawson's Creek. Kevin Williamson started off the Scream series, but I don't think he did all of them. Also, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and Scott Foley. What? Didn't he die? Wasn't he the idiot in Scream 3? There's 3 different versions of Carrie. There's Carrie 76, Carrie 2002. That's my favorite Carrie. Carrie 2014. My favorite Carrie was the made-for-TV version because the girl from Hills From Eyes was in there. He is going to be Stu Macher. It is unclear what he will play, but it is clear that he will be Stu Macher. And it will be released February 26th, 2026. I'm still waiting on Bloodlines to come out. They have been talking about a Final Destination, a new movie in the franchise for literally 5 years. And apparently Bloodlines is coming out. But yeah, yep, he confirmed it February 9th that he's going to be in Scream 7. I don't know. Are they going to go back? They can't. Well, then again, look what they did. Look what they did to Skeet Ulrich in Scream. What was it? 5 or 6, or maybe 5 and 6. Skeet Ulrich didn't even look like Skeet Ulrich. I thought it was like a bad. I was like, that don't even look like him. They're like, it is him. I'm like, no, the fuck it ain't. They're like, yes, it is. I looked it up. It is Skeet Ulrich. They used bad CGI to make him younger. Somebody said he's playing Stu's twin brother, who was so violently psychotic as a child, he was sent to an institution and his family had to move to Woodsboro. What? I don't know if that's like a dream plot or what. I know he was upset when he wasn't in 6. I remember that. But yeah, he's going to be in Scream 7. Is it Scott Foley? Hold on. Yeah, Scott Foley was Scream 3. Did he not die? Did Sydney's brother not die in Scream 3? Scream 3 was awful. I hated it. Scream 2 was nice because it had Timothy Olyphant. I love Timothy Olyphant. If you've never seen Justified, watch Justified. It's amazing. 5 theories on how he returns in Scream 7. He didn't die, dude. I'm telling you, he didn't die. I don't care what anybody says. If they better realize he did not die in Scream 7 or I'm going to be pissed. Did he not die in Scream 3? I hated Scream 3. Don't make me watch it to find out. Okay, so revealing Scott Foley, who played the Ghostface Killer in Scream 3, is returning for Scream 7, even though his character was killed off. That was quickly followed by another surprising announcement. Matthew Lillard, who was a Ghostface Killer in the original Scream, and also appeared to be killed off. Appeared. It says that in the interview that Foley and Lillard are bringing something special to the film. That's scary. They also said that supposedly Scream 5 and Scream 6 don't exist with Scream 7. I've heard that as well, that Scream 5 and Scream 6 are like taken out of the equation for Scream 7 is one thing I've heard. Scream 7 has been redeveloped. Interesting. I know that's so far away. I need it now. They were doing Screams back to back for a second. They did 5 and 6 like pow pow. I have most of the Scream movies. Now I had to rebuy everything because you guys know I lost my DVD collection. But I got 1 through 3 on a thing. I think I got 4. And I think I have either 5 or 6. I'm missing either 5 or 6. I have one of them. I think I have 5. And I think I don't have 6 maybe. But I'm missing one of them. I just don't know what it is. I'd have to look. My Scream or my Saw, I don't have any Saws. I had 1 through 8 and now I have none. I could have got the entire series for like $15 and I just didn't buy it. Wow, it is like 1:45. I don't want to go to bed this early. I'm gonna at least try to watch one episode because Yellow Jackets ended on a hell of a. I can't believe there was 9 episodes. Why would you do that? Nowadays, episodes are either 8 or 10, and they did 9, and that is really, really messing with me. I miss back in the day, man. Like Hell's Kitchen has like 20 episodes. That's the way life used to be. Lost had 25 episodes. This 8 and 10 bullshit is just irritating me. Couldn't get into that show. Maybe I'll give it a try again. What show? What show? What were we talking about? Yellow Jackets? I'm on season 3 right now. I'm getting ready to start season 3. Yeah, I'm getting ready to start season 3. It's got a hell of a cast. I think the reason why it's weird to some people, like I was saying earlier, is the Crash portion is very dark and thrillery and a little bit of horror in there. And then like the adult portion, the later portion is like dark comedy. It's like it's like dark comedy. It's like literally watching two different genres in a show. I've never seen nothing like it. Like at first I was like, is there something? And then I realized no, this is literally written completely differently. It's literally completely different. I don't know if it's because of the cast they got. I don't know, but like the genre switch is jarring when you're watching it because you're like, you're watching this, fight to the death show, and then you got like this hokey. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm gonna finish it. It's good, so it's good. But like I said, I should be able to watch episode 8 with everybody else. I should be done by then. I'm also supposed to be. I need to finish my Songbirds and Snakes so I can get Sunrise on the Reaping. Sunrise on the Reaping just dropped. I have to get it on Kindle because it's only out in hardcover right now, and I hate hardcover, and I do not want to listen to the audiobook. My husband has the audiobook. I'm not about that. So, but we did find it on Kindle. So as soon as I finish Songbirds and Snakes, I can start Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm supposed to get it for my birthday, so I have time. I'm getting my husband. I'm supposed to get 2 T-shirts and that book. That's what I wanted for my birthday because I got him those 2 models. And I won't spend $20 on a T-shirt. There's 2 T-shirts I want that are $20 a piece, and I'm like, I don't want to pay that for a shirt. So I was like, here, buy me these 2 shirts and the book, and I'll be happy. What? I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and talking. Pink Sands, I appreciate you for keeping talking. I hate when I just sit here and talk to myself. I just lose interest. And like part of what always was fun for me with lives is, interacting with people and talking with people and conversating with people and, having that back and forth. And I feel like when I'm just talking at myself, I just lose interest really quick. And that's why a lot of the time I just don't even want to be on live because there's 38 people in here and there's 2 of you talking. Like, what are the rest of you doing? I mean, obviously there's at least 3 in here, recording and whacking off, but I mean, it's just frustrating, I guess. Yeah, I agree. I agree. What? Get in bed. Get in bed. Get in bed. Say, I'm in bed. Don't yell at me. Get in bed. Stay in bed. I wish everything would stop. I've tried when I was taking my break from social media and trying to kind of stay to myself and whatnot. It was quiet and peaceful. And then even when I walked away, I come back and it's still there and it's still dragging me into it. I'm just like, can you just leave me alone? Just leave me alone. Yeah, there's going to be a movie out either this year or next year. They're trying to cast Haymitch's character right now. My birds are named after Hunger Games. Can you stop? My birds are Hunger Game birds. Supposedly his fish are too, but easy butters. Easy butters. Who's the butters? Who's the butters? Butter biscuit boy. He's a burnt butter biscuit, huh? Buggy man. He looks like a baby lab, but he's full grown. He like literally looks like a baby lab. Just a little baby lab. See, but I'm full grown. I'm a year and a half old, just about. I'm a year and a quarter. I'm grown. Yeah, I know. It kind of makes me sad, to be honest, because like I would rather have 10 people in here that are talking and just have 10 people than to have 50 or 60 people and 2 people talking. I would rather have the engagement than the numbers. And I've always been like that. Like I would much rather have 15 people that are engaging and have 15 people than to have 37 and 2 people talking. Yeah, he's cute. Hey, sissy, he didn't do nothing to you. She is full of piss and vinegar the past like week and a half. She is just full of piss and vinegar. Hey, you, ma'am. Oh, I came in here to go to the bathroom and I shut the door. And she was out there and I shut the door and I knew as soon as I shut the door that this was going to go disastrously. So I'm in the bathroom and she is doing her double barks and her double barks are just so annoying. She just goes, roo, 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 roo. And my husband's like, Leia, shut up. And I'm like, sissy, I will be out there in a minute. Just let me finish going to the bathroom. I will literally be out there. Roo, 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 roo. And I'm like, oh my God, stop. Just stop, bro. That's okay. I'm trying to figure out who you are. Like, I have an idea who you might be, but I'm not 1,000%. So I kind of think I might know who you are, but like I don't recognize your name as a YouTube name. Just a ghost. Yeah, I don't know that. Never mind. Okay. Then I think you are who I think you are. I got it. I know. Okay, I know who it is. That's who I thought it was. I got you. I'm not as stupid as I think. Yay! I got like three new videos I gotta put up. I got so many of the baby bird today. I held him twice. He fluttered his little wings. His little wings are about that long. Yeah, he always keeps them like tucked in. So like I'm thinking his little like they're like this. Like they're like this. Like he can stretch them. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. I did the leg toe test, which if you put them on their back and you run it down their stomach and they're supposed to kick. If it's a female, it's supposed to keep their legs all the way out and they won't kick them up. Well, he kicks them up and I'm like, all right. Well, then I look at the toes and the toes supposedly, because you really can't tell. Like you literally okay, hold on. So the toes, if one of them is longer, there's 3, and if the between the two, if one of them's longer, it's probably a boy. But the thing is, you can't tell unless you have a DNA test or you see one of them pop out an egg, because some of the girls will act masculine, some of the boys will act feminine. So unless you see a female pop out an egg, you will never know what your pigeon is without getting a DNA test. But I think I'm going to guess he's a boy, which is good because he's got a boy name. I mean, the name is, it's unisex, I guess. I mean, I guess, but it's named after a male character. So, but I'm pretty sure he's a boy. But I was holding him today and his beak is getting harder though, because his beak looks like it's made out of cartilage. And you can't, like, they don't have like genitalia. But what they tell you to do, and they said that for people who don't know what they're doing, you're not going to be able to tell. Only people who know how to really sex a pigeon are going to be able to do it. But you basically, when you flip them over and you put your fingers in between their legs, if it's harder, it's a male. And if there is a spot where you can squish down where an egg's going to come out, then it's a female. But it's harder to tell unless you know what you're actually trying to feel for. And yeah, that didn't help. And then I did the leg test and he acted like a boy and his toes act like a boy. So I'm thinking he's a boy, but time will tell, I guess. They eat like pigs. Absolute pigs. I filled their bowl. Like before I went to bed, I gave them a big, huge thing of food. I gave them a decent sized thing of grit. I gave them a big old thing of their oat groat treat. I gave them another one of their treats. Like their bowl was popping, okay? Like probably the most full I've ever filled this bowl. And what does the bird prefer? I don't know. But it was gone this morning, all of it. The baby can't eat the food yet. The baby sits in the food bowl. Every time I see him now, he's sitting in the middle of the food bowl. I don't know what he's trying to do, but I think he's trying to say, if you're going to feed, you need to feed me. But there was no reason these two birds should have been able to finish that much food in a day. And they finished it in like 6 hours. And I'm like, you are not getting no more food today. Like, I feel so bad because like, no matter how much I give them, they will finish their plate. And then I'm like, well, their plate is empty. I got to give them more. And then they eat more. Like, they don't stop eating. They have no off switch. Like, seriously, like I was reading how much you feed a freaking pigeon. I am overfeeding these motherfuckers. I know I am. I know I'm overfeeding them. But I feel bad because, like, to me, there should be food in the bowl all the time. Like, if they're hungry, they should be able to go pick at it. And, like, they keep leaving these one seeds. Like, they don't really like these one seeds. But I just feel bad. So, like, I put more in there. And, like, I can't even get out of the cage before they're eating it. Do they eat for sure? I don't know. I think they eat because they're bored. They just don't stop eating. Like, it's wild. I can't, like, I will go in, I'll put food in the bowl. Before my hand is coming back out of the cage, they are both chowing in this bowl like they have never eaten. They act like they have never eaten every time I feed them. I bought him another toy yesterday. I bought him a new mirror. I still got to get the one perch in there. We can't figure out how it works because it's a perch, but it's got like a spinny thing on the end, and we got to put it together, and we haven't. But I bought him another mirror because they really seem to like mirrors. So I bought him another mirror the other day. Their cage is like ready to go, and I want them in it. But it's going to be, so he's going to have to go in there and get the adults because he's not going to be scared of them. If I go in there and try to grab them, I'm going to be scared I'm going to break them. So he's going to have to, I can get the baby. The baby is portable and easy, but the mom and dad are skittish. They are so skittish. And like, as soon as you put your hand in there, they start freaking out. So I'm going to have to kick all the dogs outside, and then he's going to have to grab them and throw them in the new cage and just pray that the bird doesn't get loose. I had this one bird, I had a finch, and he'd somehow get out of the cage, and we'd find him in the stupidest places, but he'd always go back. I mean, but he'd get out of there, and we'd find him in the dumbest places. I can't believe it's March 23rd. Can you guys believe it's March? The end of March? Like, the days are short, but the year, what do they call it? The days are long, but the years are short. Is that right? The days are long, but the years are short. Like, it's like when you're getting older, like it's sad and it's scary because I'm like, I'm getting ready to have another birthday, and birthdays are horrible for me. I don't like birthdays. They scare me. I don't like them. I cry every year but 2 in my entire life. There's a picture of me crying on every birthday but 2. I'm not even kidding. I hate birthdays. But knowing I'm getting ready to have another birthday, like, it scares the shit out of me. Like, I'm past half of life expectancy right now. Like, women are expected to live 78 years. That's like 37 or something. No, that's not right. 34? That's not right. Whatever it is, I'm past it. What's half of 78? 39. 39 is your halfway point. I know. I'm going to be 43. You're older than me? What? No. Are you seriously older than me? I did not know that. I did not know you were older than me. Like I knew I don't know. I thought maybe you're like I don't know. Really? Wow. Like I knew that, but I didn't know that. Does that make sense? That's so like what the fuck? Like we're not 40 something. There's no way. I don't feel like my body feels 90. Don't get it twisted. My body feels 90, but like I'm not 40 something. Like are you serious? Like you don't even sound right. I don't even sound right. Like I'm not 40 something. I'm like 24 at best. I don't even think I'm 24. Like I'm not. No. Right. My body does, but not my mind. Exactly. Yes, my brain says no, but my body says old woman. Yes, my body's been 90 since I was like 23, but my brain like no. Like is this how it was in the 80s and the 70s and like is this what it was like for 40-some-year-old women back then? Cuz I feel like it wasn't. I mean, if like 40 is like the new 60 or 60 is the new 40 or whatever it is, however you want to say it. I feel like 40 is not 40 anymore. Like when you talk about, hey, she's 40, you're like, oh my God, she's like a middle-aged woman. But like, I don't feel middle-aged. My body does. But like, I don't feel middle-aged by any stretch of the imagination. We're going to be getting off here in a minute and you can get your damn drink. And then we're going to go snuggle and watch TV and you're going to like it. Yeah. By the way, my shoulder's been acting up really bad for the past week. Yeah. On top of my shoulder acting up really bad, now first of all, I know that my elbow's dislocated. I know this. I kept trying to put it back in yesterday. But now I'm numb from my shoulder I'm numb from my elbows to my hands. Both of them when I sleep. When I sleep, like right now, I'm pretty numb. I'm numb right here. But because I know my elbow's out. And I think it's like pressing on that nerve, but the ulnar nerve or whatever. When I sleep, I wake up and both my hands are completely asleep. It's so frustrating. But yeah, my shoulder actually started acting up about a week and a half ago again. And it's like, don't start this. I can't do this again. Like it never fixed. The mobility never went to 100%. The pain never went to 100%. Like it never went away fully, but it was manageable. Like I had some mobility. It didn't hurt that bad. I could deal with it. But it was like now it's starting again. Yesterday was not fun. Does anything ever help? I take Voltaren, which isn't like, it's an arthritis anti-inflammatory. And that's like the only thing that kind of helps. But honestly, no, that when I go to the chiropractor, he'll put it back in. And by the end of the day, it's stupid again. But for those couple hours, it feels better. And then it's not as out as it was. So yeah, my shoulder and my elbow on my right side is just, it's stupid right now. And I don't want to go to the chiropractor. I don't have any money to go to the chiropractor this week. We are boned this week. But I had stuff I had to get and do. I had something pop up today. That's going to cost me like $80. And then on top of that, I have to do like another $60. And I'm just like, I don't have all this money, bro. Like I'm done. I'm out. I'm tapped. I'm like completely tapped. Like once I get these couple things done, so on top of that, so I came up with, just today alone, there was $150 of crap that came out of nowhere, which I have the money for, but then I will have nothing. Like that was my savings and now it is gone. I had to get new tires and I had to get an oil change. And then I had to call and have them order the parts to replace my fuel pump. So I got the oil change finally. It was like $2,000 over. Whoops. And then while I'm there, they're like, your tires are fucked. And I knew they were, I knew. And I'm like, which ones are they? They're like the back. And he was like, there's like no tread on them. The front ones are half tread. He was like, but your back ones are like, they're toast. So I go over to my tire shop guy and I'm like, hey, I buy the used tires. I ain't buying fucking, I ain't doing the whole new tire thing. I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't that rich. So I go over to my tire guy and I'm like, hey, I need 2 tires. He goes, I have 2 tires. And he says, I don't know how much you want to spend. And I went, oh God. I said, what are you going to tell me? Because normally I can get a tire there for like 40, 50, 60 bucks. And that's what I planned on spending was like 50 bucks. He's like, well, they're 85 a piece. And I was like, why? He's like, well, they're like new. And I was like, oh, like how new? He goes, no, they're new. They've never been on the road. And I was like, for 85 bucks? And I was like, I have 75 bucks. I didn't really, I had 50 bucks, but I was like, I have 75 bucks. I was like, you know what? I need the tires. Just put them on. I go to check out. He charged me $75 a piece. So I had to get new tires. While I was at the tire place, I ordered the stuff for my fuel pump. Had a pep talk to my car. I was like, look, you've gotten an oil change. You've gotten new tires. You're about to get a new fuel pump. Like, I need you to be good for me. Okay. Like, I need you to be good. Like, you've been so good so far. Just be good. I was like, I'm sorry. Your front bumper has a hole in it, but right now I need you to work and then I'll make you pretty. Like, honestly, I can't be mad because my fuel pump, I looked it up. My fuel pump should cost way more than what I'm paying. The guy, my mechanic, doesn't charge practically anything to put stuff in. Like, it's ridiculous. And then, like he cuts me the best deals. So I can't even be mad. And then, like, the tires, did I want to spend $85 a piece? No. But I was like, was I going to pass that up for brand new tires? No. So I ended up spending more money than I had. So that dipped into the savings. And then a situation happened today that I had to dip into the rest of the savings. And then I have one more thing I got to do, which is going to deplete the savings. Plus I had to put my ferret down. So that cost money. And, I had, X amount left over and, now it's gone. It'll be gone. And we're back to literally having nothing. Paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, it was nice while it lasted of having like where I could pull a little bit here, $10 there or whatever. And now we're going right back to, we have nothing and it sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate not having any bumper room. Like having no bumper room is just, it sucks. Yeah. He was apparently full of cancer. I knew there was something wrong. He looked weird and he had a weird bump on him. And like, I was like, well, I'm sure he'll be okay. Like he had a bump on him. And I've seen this bump before. I've had other ferrets. And I was like, he's acting okay. It'll be all right. And then it got progressively worse. And I knew what it was. I knew by the way he was acting and everything. And we did the best we could. We kept him comfortable for about 3 weeks, a month. And then he kind of turned one day. And that morning I took him. I decided that night, and then that morning I called, and we ended up doing it in the early afternoon. And when I took him, I was like, it's cancer, right? And he was like, yeah, he's full of it. And I was like, that's what I thought. He was young. I don't know how old he was when I got him, but I'm going to assume he was probably pretty young. I mean, but the problem is ferrets are prone to cancer. I've had 4 ferrets and 3 have had cancer. So, I mean, like I said, it's always weird to me that, they run all these, this causes mice, this causes cancer in mice, and this causes cancer. everything causes cancer in mice. All my mice have had cancer. 3 out of 4 of my ferrets had cancer. Like, it's a thing. I knew when I took him in, and he was like, well, and he goes, look, he goes, by the time they start showing the symptoms, he's like, it's done. He's like, because by the time it gets bad enough to show a symptom, it's already to the point where you can't fix it anyway. He's like, and you can't afford to fix chemotherapy or surgery or whatever in a ferret. He's like, it's not smart. It's not normal. It's not feasible. Stop it. He's like, it's just, you know, he's like, once they start showing the symptoms, it's done. He's like, even if you could do surgery or chemotherapy, it's not worth it because it may or may not even help them because by then it's already so progressed. Yeah. And where his tumors were, there's no way. There's no way. They wouldn't have been able to fix him. They were in his belly. And the damage was completely done at that point. And I knew that, and I was trying to keep him as comfortable as possible. Like I said, I've had it before. I've seen it before. I knew, but I was trying to give him the longest I could before he would start to suffer. Because he was still doing good. He was still bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. You know, he still had a good disposition. And, but then that night, he just kind of, I really didn't like where it was going. And I was like, I'm putting an end to this right now. I mean, with Yoda, we got 7 extra months with her, and we probably should have put her down a month earlier, to be honest. But, you know, you try to drag it out. You don't want to say goodbye. You don't want him to leave. So you keep him as comfortable as possible to try to keep him there. But then at some point you just have to realize that this isn't about you. It's about them. So I was just like, I'm not going to even chance him suffering because he's been okay with it. I mean, he had effects. He definitely had effects, but he was okay. But I didn't like where it was going. And I was just like, no, I'm not. And now we have to take her to the vet. I'm going to make an appointment. I'm going to call Monday to make an appointment for next Monday. She's got something wrong with her. I'm not sure what. We're not sure. But we're going to take her in and have her looked at next Monday. Hopefully next Monday, I got to call and get in there because he's got to go with me. I can't haul a 80-pound dog into the car. So it has to be on a Monday, and we can't do it this Monday because there's no appointment. So I'm going to call this Monday and try to get in for next Monday. It's not like what's wrong with her is not super pressing. Okay. It's a skin issue. I think she's got some type of weird allergy. I don't fucking know, but it's causing some weird lumps. And so we're worried that either she's just lumpy or it's something worse than lumpy. And so we're going to take her in and find out, like, is this just itchy lumpy or is this like cancer lumpy? So we'll see. She's not that old either, but big dogs the life expectancy of big dogs is significantly lower than little dogs. So, I mean, that's the bad part, but she's like 3 or 4, I think. I'd have to like do the math in my head, but I think she's like 3 or 4 right now, and she's a big dog. And when you look up a life expectancy she's like pure Great Pyrenees. So I think it's like 9 to 12 years, I want to say. Hold on. Great Pyrenees lifespan. 10 to 12 years. And cancer is the leading cause of death. So yeah, I know. Act like you're dying. I know. Here. Just need a straight 2 seconds later. Go. Oh, I know. Her little, they're just tearing out of here. I gotta do their nails. Their nails need to be cut. Sissy has very thick nails. Her and Yoda had very thick nails. Like Pepper has the standard like Chihuahua. Pepper, Buddy, and Bronx have the standard, little dog nails, which is funny because Pepper's bigger than Sissy. But Sissy has the chunky pug claws, the big thick pug claws. She doesn't have normal little Chihuahua feet. She's only got a Chihuahua head. She's got to pug everything else. And her nails grow so fast. Sissy's nails are ridiculous. I cut all their nails myself. He wrangles them and I cut them. Like I said, though, I appreciate you guys a lot, I'm trying to get better at going live, and it's just hard when there's no interaction. So I appreciate you guys a lot. But I'm gonna get off of here so I can go watch a show real quick and then go to bed. So I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. All that stuff. So thanks, guys.